Another cuddle. What
Give a cuddle. Give a cuddle
Kiss.
to Mum.
Ah. Hello. Boo.
How'd you go today?
Yeah.
How was it?
Interesting.
Yeah, is she alright? How is she?
I would say she needs a lot of love.
Wasn't she getting it from hubby and
Oh,
agents and...
Come here then.
Why? What do you mean?
I just feel sorry for her.
Why? What's wrong with that?
What's right for her? She's just
She
got
depressed or
nobody.
she lost?
You know, like when you come home and, you know, we've got our family and the kids.
I thought she's with that bloke. Doesn't she really like him?
Yeah, but she's got no family, friends. It's just not nice.
Yeah. Kiss?
Oh.
So do I get you tonight or no?
I was just going to say, do you fancy blowy? You've got to wash it though.
Of course.
Coming up, Katie splashes out with her millions.
That says Katie Price by me.
Pete reveals all.
Was loved to bits by my family and was on the brink of suicide.
And a new breed of paparazzi strike.
Isn't that fucking cheeky? And there's nothing you could do about it, can you, in this country?
West Sussex in the south of England, home to Katie and Peter's 26-acre, 7-bedroom dream estate. And as every good celebrity knows, if you've got the house, you need the accessories to match. And Katie's 6-month-old 55 grand Mercedes is due for an upgrade. Taking advantage of a rare day off, Katie's got her sights set on a top-of-the-range Range Rover and has got her car broker on the case.
Yeah, I can tell you what I want now.
What?
Is that in white?
Yeah. Carpets?
Yes. Blue.
Blue.
Blue carpets.
Yeah.
And TVs both in the thing and in the front. And the wheels. The best wheels. All the extras you can get, you know, the steering wheel warmer.
Yeah.
Whatever else you think add on to it, you know, just I want to pimp it out.
And the dark windows?
Yes. All of them.
The Range Rover will cost Katie a cool 90 grand, but she's only just warming up.
Now this is expensive, but I don't care. Because I like to have better than Pete. And you know, I always have to have a convertible in the summer. A Rolls Royce convertible.
Katie's broker has exactly the thing.
Now that says Katie Price by me, that is saying. And that's saying buy me in either black or white. That is the nuts.
Yeah, the only problem
What's the waiting list?
is that there's probably a 4-year wait. I expect.
What?
Yes.
But you can get it quicker.
You'll get one, well, you can get one quicker, but obviously you've got to pay a premium.
That is absolutely fucking gorgeous. You watch Pete and you watch him. Hello. You alright? What are you looking at? What have I said that I've wanted? Rolls Royce convertible.
Okay, well, I'm happy for you, but what
No, you're not, 'cause this is much better than a Ferrari.
Well, I could get the Lamborghini.
Nah, this is still flashier than
What
any of
about
them.
the Bentley convertible now?
I've had that, been there, done it.
You've never
Better start earning me some more fucking money, Claire.
Can we
'Cause
not
I'm-
use the F word in front of Junior? Because honestly, he's
Okay.
starting to pick up words. I know.
There'll be 3 weeks at least to wait for the 410 grand's worth of new cars. With Katie's Merc handed over for the trade-in, the nanny's runabout will be her only set of wheels.
If I'm going to drive an N-Reg Discovery, you think I'm going to drive what a nanny's going to drive?
Don't say it like that. Don't be like...
No, I work my arse off.
I'm not.
Well, I
scared to
am.
drive
I
it.
work hard and I want something comfy and flashy. That's nothing... I'm not ungrateful, but I've worked 12 years not to drive an old banger, thank you.
And the Ferrari come.
Oh, I've got to have it now.
Honestly.
I hate this.
To take her mind off the weight, Katie books herself into her favourite salon for some beauty treatments.
Did you order some cheese and chips for me? And a drink. Diet Coke, please.
Katie's been coming to the same salon down in Brighton for the last 10 years.
No.
She's such a diva, isn't she?
But I love it here. It's like some salons you go to and it's, like I say, you're frightened to say anything. You have to be quiet and... But here it's like, they're so friendly. I still travel an hour to get here from home.
For Katie, the most important thing is that she's come to trust the salon. The paparazzi are always on her tail, looking for anything to give them a story.
He followed us from the mall. Nick said, no picture, no. And his father still took one. Nick said, okay, you don't need to take any more. Still followed us, and Nick was like, how many more times do I have to tell you? No picture.
It's not as bad lately, is it, Kate? When you first came out the jungle, it was a nightmare, wasn't it, with the press and stuff, with photographers?
Some days, you just never know,
No.
do you? It's normally when I'm looking rough.
It just
When they
depends.
come.
They're always around the lanes area, aren't they? So,
So some days I look unrecognisable. I look that rough when I come in.
Kate, you're always recognisable.
But they just don't know it's me.
For the paps, good shots alone of Katie being pampered can fetch thousands of pounds.
Images from me are quite likely to end up in any of the tabloid newspapers, Sun, Mirror, People, News the World, etc., etc., or the celebrity magazines, Heat, Closer, New, Star Magazine, the works. I'm sure there are certain circumstances where she'd rather not be photographed, but I think unfortunately it almost goes with the territory. You can't spend your working life deliberately getting yourself in the newspapers in front of the camera, and you can't turn the switch on and off as and when it pleases you.
Excuse me, can we order 2 more plates of chips with cheese?
Back in Sussex, Pete's enjoying a day without work commitments and is busy writing some new material. With 15 years behind him in the music business, Pete has himself experienced the highs and lows of media intrusion.
The Australian media were not very nice to me, and they're still not to this day. But I've been fortunate enough to have success and then lose success and then regain it. This is a very important learning tool in any industry. When you think that you're invincible or indestructible, and you think that money grows on trees and all that sort of stuff, and you have huge success, and you think, well, it's just going so well it can't end. Not only it can stop, but it can stop suddenly, and your world can crumble just like that.
10 years ago, Pete's world did just that. After 3 years topping the charts, the press backlashed. Pete's popularity hit an all-time low and he suffered a nervous breakdown.
I was in the bath, and all I remembered saying was, oh God, please, please, oh God. I remember it's like this black cloud over me, and I remember this kind of, I remember just fear and anxiety and panic, and I just kept thinking, I hope all the windows are locked shut, because I was staying in a hotel, and I thought, what if I just jump out of it? What if something leads me to do it? What if this is the last day? What if? It was all these what ifs going on. I couldn't, all the way through my shout, I remember going, oh God, please help me. Oh God, please help me. I remember saying it. And my road manager was in the room next door, and he was banging on the door going, Peter, you okay? And I said, Nigel, I said, get me through this day. I've got to get through this day. I've got to get through this day. It was a really, 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 really horrible day. It was probably the worst one I experienced. And what the doctor actually called it initially was what they call a psychotic episode, which is horrible. It means I went through a period of psychosis, which I never, ever thought in my life. I'm the most peaceful person, the most laid-back person, and here I was going through psychosis. I ended up spending 3 weeks 2.5 weeks in one of the most notorious psychiatric wards in New York. How I came from selling out Wembley to being in there, I don't know. Here I was, this totally normal kid from a loving background, and was on the brink of suicide. It was horrible. It was horrible. Look at me now, against all the odds. Baby, we made it. Instead of me turning to drugs or turning to booze or anything, I prayed. I had a strong family behind me, and I honestly, deep in my heart, believed that even if I couldn't get through it, even if I never would come out of it, I would have to learn to live with it.
Following 3 years of therapy, Pete did manage to come through his depression. Nowadays, he has a far more philosophical approach to the press.
I will never take this industry too seriously again. I've never felt more content in my life. I'm so close with my wife, I'm so close with my 2 kids and the 3rd kid on the way. and I want to thank you, thank you, thank you.
Back in Brighton, Katie's moved on to her second treatment.
I made Sarah do it so hard.
I'm surprised I don't snap her in half.
Outside, the paparazzi are lying in wait, still desperate for their shot.
But normally when I leave, there's quite a few times I've left it as caps here, isn't there, at the top?
Yeah.
But I've abused them so many times, telling them to piss off and that. When they don't care, just take more. The more angry you get, the more they love it.
Yeah.
So I'm just learning now to keep my mouth shut for once. But then I'm not going to stress myself out anymore.
What Katie doesn't know is that a new and growing trend of paps have found their way down to Brighton. It's not just stills they're after, they want to get her on film.
What's the purpose of the footage? What's it going to be used for?
It could be used for anything. I work for an agency, so you never know. Come on.
See you later, bye.
As soon as Katie steps out of the door, the paps swoop.
Lovely. Thank you.
Isn't that fucking cheeky? That's the new thing they're doing. And it's not, and there's nothing you could do about it, can you, in this country?
Probably not. We don't really have many laws for that sort of thing, do we?
If it happened to, say, someone else, a woman and her kid, walking, would they be allowed to get away with it? Filming them, following them with the camera? So why should they get away with it with me? My job label doesn't say walk around the street and be pictured. Mine's magazines. Do you know what I mean? Hello, it's not worth worrying about. They got their shot.
Later that afternoon, and away from the intrusion of the paps, Pete takes Katie out for a quiet meal at their local, hoping, of course, not to draw any attention.
So meat and veg.
I'm not even hungry. I had 3 bowls of cornflakes this morning. No, they heard that, Pete.
They did not. You didn't hear nothing, did you? Can I have, please, your shoulder of lamb?
On shoulder, yeah.
Yep. And can I have no carbohydrates? In other words, no potatoes, no nothing like that.
And can I have the spaghetti chunky tomato?
With all the wealth
And
success has
spinach
brought
on the
them,
side.
Katie and Peter are quick to point out that they've far from forgotten their humble beginnings.
We are bloody eternally grateful. I am so eternally
So am I.
grateful that we can
I had to
look
struggle
after our
for
kids.
years. I was talking to some of my friends, because we talk about the cars as usual. I actually know I was at my mum in the car as well last night. I was saying to Mum, do you remember, Mum, when I had my silver Mini and it used to pop out of gear? And I loved the car. I used to put cushions in the back of it. Before my Mini, I used to cycle around on my brother's brown mountain bike, and I used to have a little radio and I taped it to it. So it was like a little, I used to cycle to the horse in it and everything. Like, things of me and Pete, and we've always said it to each other, and I think it's so strange and I can't describe it, but I always knew, always knew I'd become something. I used to think, don't need my qualifications, think I'm never going to have a normal job, and it's weird, I always thought pop style singer is what I want to be. Pop style singer, I mean, a model or a singer, pop style, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's weird because
Because you said the same.
I thought I would make it, but I never thought I'd make
Have
it.
you been to the place where you want to be yet?
Yes, because I did Wembley. Wembley,
I
to sell out
haven't.
Wembley Arena, for me, as a solo artist, was my dream.
I want to do everything, and
Good.
and I've got the
That's
attitude that I will and I can do everything, because I put my time and effort into it, and I don't let myself fail. That's why I say to people, there's no such word as you can't do, because you can do. I've proved it. I've got the world to conquer yet, and I don't care if everyone
so
laughs,
weird.
because
Why?
They
You
laughed at me when I said I wanted
Kate,
to be a model. They laughed
no
at me
one's
when I wanted to do
laughing.
music.
You've
Yeah, but they do.
accomplished.
Not
done
enough yet. And the best part of it is,
Got enough,
hasn't gone
baby.
to our heads. We're normal.
Well, I hope it hasn't. I really don't ever want it to. I think, you know, we might show...
Please don't pick.
It's a
Makes me
splinter,
sick.
Kate. It's a splinter. I just got a splinter. Can I
Feel
pull
me
it
to
out?
get it.
Yeah. That one right there.
Yeah, just a bit.
Coming up, the whole family meets Her Majesty the Queen.
Good boy. Well done.
Pete learns a lesson in royal etiquette.
Imagine if she didn't shake my hand. I would have stood there like an idiot going, oh yeah, baby.
And ties on the menu when Pete cooks his signature dish for a family dinner.
Oh, is that nice? Just trying a bit of tonic.
Friday the 23rd of February. It's a very special day for Katie and Peter. They've been invited to an audience with Her Majesty the Queen. Katie's called in her makeup artist to give her the royal treatment.
As you can see, Gary's got such an easy job today. So when it naturally.
Pete is reminiscing about his last brush with royalty.
This is quite fun.
Looking back on a variety performance from over 10 years ago.
What are you watching, Pete?
1994.
Really? Can you watch your old stuff when I'm not here?
Yeah.
Just like you don't want to look at my old stuff.
Oh, shut up. This is music. It's not...
You're being
stripping for the
interviewed.
camera.
You're being interviewed.
Yeah, because I just won 6 awards the night before. That's why.
Yeah, you're
What?
probably nobbing the person with you.
Well, oh, shut up, will you? It's just that so I wanted some footage of the
I know, all I'm saying, you know how it hurts you to see old pictures of me?
No, it doesn't.
So you didn't get upset at the pictures the other day?
Kate, you flipping got your thing hanging out.
So that's what makes my money.
Do you know what?
I'm just saying,
Say
it's not
something
nice
relevant.
for me
Say
either.
something relevant.
Okay,
'Cause I
can you
used
not
to-
watch that in front of me?
No, get lost. I just saw about 5
Okay.
things of you, with you.
Yeah, well, I've been with you.
Kate, shut up.
Starting off the day with a row is not ideal. An hour later, as they approach the centre of London, the prospect of who they're about to meet starts to dawn on Peter.
I can't believe we're going to meet the Queen. This is pretty awesome. I think it's quite awesome, don't you?
Yes, any lady.
She's the original lady, she is. She's like the lady of ladies. And I heard it's ma'am like ham, not mum like calm. Is that right?
I should just go, hi.
I'm going to go, how you doing, darling? I'm going to say, listen here.
I'm going to do what I said I'd do last night.
What, take you...
Sit and go, way.
I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go...
Pete, shut up, this would be you. Hello. That would be you.
But mate, I'll be like, a real honour to meet you, ma'am.
Oh, fucking asshole liquor.
Hey, can you not swear in front of Junior? I've told you
How
that.
many times did you swear in the car on
And
the
I
way up there?
apologise as soon as I said it.
apologise after I've just said it.
She's such a cow. Don't, because I don't want him to learn these words.
I'm not.
You say the F word a lot. Can't we say
And you say
flipping?
the C word.
Can we say flipping?
Yeah.
Today's royal engagement is at the Moorfields Hospital, where the Queen will be opening a new wing. This is where 5-year-old Harvey receives treatment for his own eye condition.
Your Majesty's here. Hello.
Yes, and the King's here.
For the crowd, it's rare to see the whole family out together.
Harvey, say hello, Your Majesty.
Perfect.
I'm not really concerned as he doesn't turn around and say, hello, show us your modesty.
It's not long after Katie and Peter's own entrance before the Queen arrives. Katie and Peter are part of a lineup who will personally meet the Queen. Protocol deems that you should bow or curtsy and only shake the Queen's hand if she offers first.
This is Harvey Price, one of our patients.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hello.
Say hello, Your Majesty. Good boy. Well
In
done.
Pete's excitement, protocol goes out the window.
Pleasure to meet you too. So he's a patient, actually? He's been here since, well, from day one. and he was saying earlier that he can see shapes, colours, everything. His eyes have really improved a lot. So they've been really good here. And he burnt his leg at New Year's Eve, so he's in the burns unit at Chelsea, Westminster as well. So, yes, but it's fine. Thank you.
It was really nice. She's a lovely lady, very elegant. It was an honour to meet her, it really was. And she met the children and it was great.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, I put my hand out to shake her hand, and I remembered someone said, you know, only shake her hand if she offers it to you, but imagine if she didn't shake my hand. I would have stood there like an idiot going, okay, imagine if she just looked at me. She was a really nice lady.
She asked quite a few questions, didn't she? She seemed actually really genuine.
Small, very elegant, spoke very nicely. Junior, did you like the Queen? Yeah. See? Yeah. Mm.
As the day draws to a close, Pete decides to mark their royal encounter by cooking his signature dish, Thai green curry.
I'm so excited. Jungle is massive. Oh yeah, baby. Ow. Now, Kate, the rice is good. It probably could be better.
Hey, your cooking's always good. You don't have to tell me how much salt you should have put in.
It's the first time since Harvey came out of hospital they've had a chance to eat together as a family.
Junior, try this. Mm. Good boy. Yes, good boy. Do you want some more? Say hi, Daddy. This is the first time in so long we've all sat together.
Yeah.
Since Christmas. When was the last time we all sat together and ate?
Can't remember.
Exactly.
Oh, is that nice? Trying a bit of Thai.
Next time, Pete's got some money issues.
If you're getting 10 contracts and I'm getting 1...
The battle is on to keep Katie's pregnancy out of the tabloids.
No pictures, please.
And there's a Dubai spending spree to remember.
This is 6.4 million.
Next on ITV2.
Strongest photographer, worst writer.
Yeah, he is. Of the ones we got left, he's the worst writer. Yvette's writing well, and she's doing pictures as well, isn't she?
Yep, doing well.
Who's going to get cut out next? It's Deadline.